finished our Obsidian one no shell run yesterday. Found out that the final two achievements, because I like to do stuff like that. After I did my casual playthroughs and found all the lore and got into that, the Obsidian playthrough is a different achievement than Truly Alone. Once you go to the altar, become the Obsidian black color. Obviously you can't go into a shell. It keeps you from doing that, and you can do the hardened mood that the one shell has. Other than that, there's really no difference other than the color of your character. The fact that you are forced to not be able to go into a shell. So I do it again. Should be fun, should be better. Hopefully do it in a faster time this time. I can beat it faster than my first one yesterday. To my surprise, beating it in Obsidian form is a completely different achievement. I'm gonna do it again. It's literally the same run, just as this guy. I like to use this as a point of reference.
You're an adult foundling.
It's not Obsidian.
As are the rip. Unlike.
Nah, it's all the same.
Together we will find glimpses of what makes them human.
Let's see.
Before you end up like me.
Baghead, you remember where the acid is? Camp. Okay, let's take out the first shot first. Grisha to get that chest back. Take it this time or not. I'm purposely trying to like Reach is really easy to parry, but I feel like it's a cool little challenge. I've seen people even go further as to like not even it's hard. Left side or on your right, do that. Pulls the claw, or whatever it is out of the ground. I assume it's a she. Usually you can like bait that attack over. Oh, I thought she didn't even like jump. Good jump thing. Half the area to make us go. It's a good fight to show off, like if you're not parrying, just how ridiculous hard it is in this game with vis frames. What a hard time baiting that attack. Give me my spike. I think. I think it's this way to the acid. Ah, yes, I picked the right way. I think. Through. I picked the wrong way, I think. Baghead. Yeah, no, I picked the way to go to the other place. Oh well, take the scenic route. It's fine. So bad that I I've played this like 5-6 times already, and a no-shell challenge, and I still get lost looking for the first punching acid. Well, that's on me for looking around. Oh well, now I know I should be going to the left. Good thing you don't need tar for Jack in a no-shell run, so. Anyway, you pick up a bunch of tar that you can pop in your inventory. You really want to buy like the moonshines from Blas. About the most useful thing. I forgot, when you die she gives you
Together we will find glimpses of what makes them human.
That's my biggest mistake, stupidity. I stand still sometimes, forgetting there's archers all over the place. Because it's easy just to roll past. This has got to be the hole. The other one brings you to the shell. That's definitely don't want to go there. Can't enter by me. Because we don't need mushrooms whipped. Yeah, as far as I know, it should be right here, and then there should be another hole shortly after this. Oh, hello. Oh, you little... Yeah, this is the right one. Yeah, see that giant thing over there? It's over here to the right. That's where we're gonna be going for our first temple. Right here. Might be dying here trying to get this. Oh, I thought I was gonna die. Fall damage. Alright. Okay. Actually, you know what to do? It'd be the smart thing to do, actually. Forgot I did this. Before we go up there, we can make our weapon a little stronger before we go in. Go to the first martyrs area and grab the quenching acid next to the beast. If I know where to go. I have to find... So that's the marker there. There we go, this is the way we want to go. Sure, yeah, we're looking out the bell tower. This is... Oh no, that guy again. Oh, so bad directionally. That's good. Well, the best way to find that out. I'll know for sure. This is about the worst aspect of the game for me. In any game, is navigation. I can get good at everything else, but if you ask me where I'm at, then I'm gonna have issues. Show you exactly what I was looking for on the ground. That right there. That's where we want to go. Yeah, see the bats. Once you see the bats, you're on the right course of action. You need to take a left. Here. Shell to the right. gonna do this one last, but coming here real quick, getting the acid is a smart play. Because there's gonna be one in the first dungeon we do. We just picked up one, and then we'll be +3 before the first fight. And then we pick number 4 up on the way back. I believe it's right in front of the temple. If not, you can just pick it up in the Obsidian Palace area near the end, right before the boss. That before. And then there's one in the Frozen Palace area. But there's also 2 in each dungeon, so if you want to go to the way and get that too, or grind for tar and buy it.
Solid.
There's so many ways to do it, but
Together we
find
will
it
find
easier
glimpses
and less
of what
boring.
makes them human.
Just say why grind tar. What if I could shut those off? Make a mad dash. Most likely we're gonna die. Anyway, it'd probably be the best to do once we get there. Perfectly honest. Then we just leave. I know there's many people that do this much faster, like an hour and a half, like the entire run. I am not that good. That's why there's
I've
not speed
kept
before
your
run.
flesh
This is
safe,
more of a casual,
family.
no-shell experience. I'm showing like how I go about it.
When you together we will find glimpses of what makes them human.
Absolutely no expert by any means, though I have played every like Souls-like game out there, or from soft games as well, obviously. But I'm no expert at all on them. I just like challenging games, mainly because I suck at them. Alright, now we're gonna go back, go up the windy stairs, get to that area. Hopefully don't get sniped by that idiot right by the door. Yeah. I'm gonna be a little bit an idiot. I thought that guy had an axe. I was gonna say, there's a couple things of tar over there, like, I just wanted to show where they were at, in case you wanted to buy some moonshine. The moonshine is pretty cool, because normally the moonshine would take away your health. Since you're, like, not in a shell, it doesn't, and it still gives you 2 bars of resolve. So, like, if you're having trouble building up resolve for some reason, you got, like, an enemy down, and you want to just do, like, the special attack, it's really not necessary. But they are over there. They're up there to the left. There's another one up to the right. Watch out, there is a bear trap right there. This might be one as well. Oh, that's the glimpse. Either way, there are 2 of them, I believe, up there somewhere. Then there's another little area up to the right with a bunch of those little golem dudes. There's some glimpse. I have to pick these up even though I'm not going to use them. There is a chance this guy could just straight up hit us when we come out of these holes, because for some reason you grab their aggro and you're coming out, like you're still able to be hit. Same as going in those teleporters in the Obsidian area, you can actually be hit while activating. bad rolling though. I ran into rocks a few times where I could have easily been sniped. I leave the ice place last because I find that boss to be the hardest boss in the game. And the coolest one. So I always leave him for last. This boss is kind of a pushover, though I do seem to die on this area. It's usually from those fire guys. I hate this.
When you together, we will find glimpses of what makes them human.
As you can see, I'm going to be using this weapon. I like this weapon for this type of run. Though this is the weapon, my favorite weapon in the game is that mace. I love that mace. Forget if I can get anything cool out of here. Face the door. You do this. Found. Oh no, that's a good mace. Alright, I didn't know if I got one of those tokens that increases your damage after being hit while hardened. Acid? Oh, that's close. Ah, shit. I got greedy. I went for those stupid tokens. I didn't even need to pick up those tokens. I'm such a weirdo with games like this. Like, I have to loot stuff if it's shining. Oh, God. It's like a weakness. I have to do it.
I've kept your flesh safe, foundling.
Oh well. Stalling for content, really. It's good stuff. How is this? That's fine. No, I didn't need those tokens. This is the acid. Yeah. Buddy. Okay, these guys keep moving. Cock blocking. Open up the shortcut. You die, it's easier to get back. Oh wait, we don't actually have to go there. Forget where the other acid is in this area. All I gotta do is get up here. Hello.
When you fight together, we will find glimpses of what makes them human.
Worth. Totally worth. Actually, interested. I forget where the other acid is. Remember I picked it up on my first shell run
I've
here, but I
kept
think I
your
did it by
flesh
accident.
safe, foundling.
Oh, it didn't even, like, register that I did that. I think I am gonna look for it. I think it's in that Jason room. Wow, he's quick. He's quick. I'm kind of acting like an idiot right now. I could be playing much smarter. I'm more worried about, like, where that acid is. Because then, we only have one other one I have to pick up, and I'm gonna get it at the very end of the next place.
I've kept your flesh safe, foundling.
Alright, let's, play, like, Baghead. Good, sir. Her for the checkpoint.
When you find a mortal shell, together we will find glimpses of what makes them human.
Ah, yes. Maybe this is it? Ah. Get out of the way now, because it'll be these guys. I know there's two in here. Oh well. We can get another one. I think it's like right in front of the bell tower anyway, from one of the chests. I remember what that is. Ah, I meant they're running. I forgot I could punch that actually. Get away from him, he usually hang with that. the enemies that came in this game actually help you with damage. Yeah, I'm doing well, man. Did the Obsidian no-shell challenge yesterday. It's literally the same exact thing, other than the Obsidian version is kind of disappointing, but the Obsidian version, all it does is change you to this Obsidian dark color and add the ability for you to do the drop hardened attack that Iridium has. And also keeps you from molding with any shell, which is its own separate achievement. And then there's another one called Truly Alone for beating game with ever entering a shell, but technically the game counts the Obsidian form, which is literally just this skin but dark, as a shell. So I'm doing it again, which is actually kind of fun. So I thought, why not? Oh, well, for an indie developer, it's got some seriously good polish. For 15 developers, this game is pretty friggin' deep. My only gripe is the game's kind of short. Like, if you're playing it casually, you're not doing like this. The game's kind of short. It's like, at best, 7 hours if you're doing everything. And I'd say closer to 9 if you're looking for, like, all the lore stuff. Like, if you're like me and you're a completionist, and you want to get the compendium, like, completely unlocked and understand the lore and get familiarity with the items, because the more you use an item, the more you know, and the better it is. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like my casual stuff, I did like 20 hours worth of like just messing around with the shells and the weapons and the upgrades. Because as you upgrade all these shells, they have different personalities and they have different abilities. And you get different dialogue too, because people know them differently throughout the world. And you got like a main hub called Fallgrim, and you got these 3 other separate areas that have 3 bosses. You just see me face one. You get this thing called a gland. As you can see now, the world is dark, and I got the new iPhone 12 with a phallic case on my left hip. And when you have this, the world goes all misty, and it's like filled with these weird golem-like characters that could easily kill you, and other like hard guys. And you have to run the gland back to the shady dude. You pretty much do that 3 times, right? And then, surprise, shady dude is really shady, and he ends up being, the final guy you have to do, and that's it. So it's kind of a short game, but it's got some really good polish. The combat is awesome. The parry system is pretty neat, though I'm doing my challenges without parrying to add like a little bit of extra challenge. So I'm not using the parry at all. I'm only using the roll, which has iframes for days, and hard difficulty. I'm not parrying anything. And it's pretty neat. And I'm using like the start out weapon. And as you can see, like, if you have no shell, you have stamina for days. And the role in this game is like, imagine if someone in the development group for this game, one of the 15 guys, was playing Dark Souls 1, and the wood grain ring was part of his build, and he decided, you know what, it needed more iframes. That's what this role is. You are literally, practically invulnerable. It's great. And then the thing above my health, which obviously I'm 1 hit, is a thing called Resolve, and it's sort of like Surge. If you ever played Surge, you can still parry, but if you have a bar of Resolve and you parry, and then you riposte, there's special attacks that you get for each gland. So you could heal or attach a bomb or do special abilities, or use the resolve for your weapon special abilities, which mine is the mechanical spike, which I like to use a lot. Uses 2 bars of resolve. Yeah, that's a lot of iframes. I'm going to show it off right here, actually. That's why I have it in the title called Roll to Win. Because, you roll to win. Now, you're not completely invulnerable. But practically. There's the other quenching acid. I was worried I wasn't going to find it. Now, the enemies in this game are aimbots, dude. Like, they are the most accurate enemies. It doesn't matter who it is. If they're shooting a bow at you, or if they're throwing these weird bolting guys or shooting at you right now, they will hit you at a full sprint. You know how Dark Souls, oh god, I almost got myself. Like, you can sprint and, like, outrun their projectiles. Not this game. Oh, no, 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 no. You have to roll or harden. Like this. And you can hold that until someone hits you. But arrows don't break your harden, so you can sit there and take all the arrows. But if you get hit, then there's a cooldown before you can use it again. And it's pretty neat. As you can see, some of these enemies are just appearing, and that's kind of like what they do. But these ghosts are bullshitty, because if you're not rolling like I am, and you see them disappear, they will literally show up right in front of you and hit you. And you're dead.
When you find a mortal shell,
And this chick is like bonfires.
together we will find glimpses. Together we will find
But
glimpses
since you're not
of
in a
what
shell,
makes
it
them
doesn't
human.
reset the enemies like a bonfire. Oh yeah, that is a whole lot of iframes. How's it just like the Souls, though? If you know what you're doing, you can just bypass absolutely everything. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. I watched, I think it was Distortion. He speedrun this game in like 34 minutes. Pretty nuts. Me, though, I'm not as talented. From my first no-shell run, it took me 5 hours and 12 minutes in-game time. That was at the end yesterday. 42 minutes in right now. So far, I've knocked off 18 minutes from my first run here. And obviously, I've been talking and bullshitting around, so you can take off a few of those minutes. Plus, I'm not parrying this time around. Oh, yeah, the speedrun record, I think, is Distortion's time. It's like 34 minutes or something. And there's also, like an out-of-bounds thing that he found, that he could, like, kind of float through the air and kind of, like, do, like, a Sekiro water, like, glide over, like, this one cliffside to get to an area quicker. It's pretty neat. But yeah, no-shell challenges are pretty cool, man. Like, it adds a lot to the game. And now the area has changed. And now you'll see golems everywhere. That's these little fuckers. And then only in the mist can you unlock these chests right here, and they glow. Now, you're gonna see me do rolling, right? And then you're gonna see these guys drop randomly in the sky. I'm sprinting, right? And you see one of these guys drop. That means I'm dead. See that guy right there? If I'm sprinting, 100% guarantee he's on me and I'm dead. Easily. He did any percent. All bosses, I mean, there's only 2 other bosses. There's 7 total bosses. If you're gonna do the additional Grisha in the Dark Zone, I guess there's 8. But there's only 5 bosses that you fight in any percent, so I guess, I mean, it wouldn't really add that much extra time, to be honest. I mean, the game is pretty short. It's the development team's first ever game they made. It's only 15 developers. But for a game like this, it has some of the best polishing I've ever seen. Like, this game looks beautiful. The combat is just phenomenal. I'm fucking lost. Oh yeah, combat is phenomenal. Oh god, I was hoping I didn't fall into that. Alright, I'm not gonna take the fog away just yet.
When you find a mortal shell, shepherd them.
I think they will, because
Together
it's been
we will
selling well
find
from what I've
glimpses
seen.
of what makes them human.
Oh, look at this little bastard. Where is it? I think this... There's one somewhere. Over... here, I want to say? Remember... It has another quenching acid that I wouldn't have to wait to get it in the next area. Alright, doesn't matter, I hit the checkpoint. I'm just going to I know it's on the outskirts. Oh, that might be it right there. Yep, bam, got it. There's tons of them here. Alright, so now we can finally upgrade our weapon fully, or at least damage. So that's cool. Yeah, it's definitely a great game. My first playthrough was so fun, dude. It took me like 8.5, 9 hours for my first playthrough. It was great.
It's imprudent to reveal so much about oneself. But perhaps a little
two of the areas are kind of linear. The one I was just in was kind of linear.
I shall do the same.
This main hub area that connects them all is pretty big. The next area I'm going to go to is the biggest area in the game. That's the least linear. And then the area you'll see me go after that is very linear. But they all have like a cool aesthetic to them.
Arches,
So they're all
a
pretty
cesta
cool.
like any other, serving the revered, pining for a taste of immortality.
The game's got
She found
it's got
what she
personality.
wanted. Shattered and reconfigured.
I'm not gonna lie, like,
reborn, if you like.
Hellpoint has a lot of content, right? And it's $5 more, right? You get Hellpoint for $35, right? You can buy
She
this
is
for 30.
cursed to observe
But honestly,
eternally.
after playing
Powerless
both
without
games
an
through,
instrument.
I prefer this game more.
A vessel.
Just because of the
to
polish.
pour a will
Hellpoint was
into.
a glitchy fucking mess. I will be. Once I get this achievement, I am actually going to try to see how fast I can do it, and that's when I'll start to practice my parrying and doing some, like, insane damage stuff. But right now, I'm not really worried about that. I'm just worried about completing a little last milestone that I want to do. In terms of, like, achievements, because I'm kind of, like, into that shit. Wait, did he not take... Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot to talk to him. I forget, if I walk away with the seal and not talk to
You
him,
found it.
I have to talk to him twice.
Once you return to
Take
the
stand plan,
land,
dude.
I will infuse your tarnished seal.
Yeah, the game is smooth, man. I've only had one glitch my entire time playing this game, and it's odd. There's this one boss, and it's actually the next boss you'll see me face. He does this weird attack where he like lunges down and shoots 3 arrows, and if he lands on you just right, and it's only happened to me once, but apparently it's happened to other people, he molds into you, and you both become one. And it happened to me on stream yesterday. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I can't move. And he hit me with a hammer through his own body. And I was like, what the fuck? Other than that, like, I haven't had one glitch. Like, this guy shows up. He can bring the fog back anytime. There is fast travel in this game, but you only unlock it once you upgrade one shell fully. And she'll sell you a mask that can be used as fast travel between every single one of these cestas you find. And then... there is... oh yeah, these are the weapons. There's only 4 weapons, but they all have different abilities and stuff to unlock. So if you see right here, like, all of them take quenching acid, but each of them have 2 special abilities you can find throughout their zones. A ballista bazooka is something that is right on this table. It's actually a gun that shoots bolts. But you have to buy the tools from the guy up there for 8,000. And you can actually have this gun on your back. And then, yeah, you can get these tarnished seals either buying them or rarely finding them. So when you post, you get healing better, but honestly in this run, it doesn't matter. And boost resolve. So if you see in the bottom right that 50 is tar, that's currency. And then the glimpse is also currency, but glimpse is much more rare. And certain vendors take glimpse, and certain vendors don't. But glimpse is mainly used to upgrade your shells and get abilities on your shells. So when you're upgrading your shells and you get abilities, each ability unlocks like this little lore dialogue where the guy will talk about his past. So each shell has a past. And once you unlock all the abilities, then that chick down there will actually sell you items and become your different vendor as well. And then we got this guy.
Ooh, I see you're going au naturel today. Quite bold,
Yeah, he actually
my dear
comments
friend.
that I'm not in a shell too.
Not that I'm complaining. And that fragrance, it's... I'll gladly accept any tar
See, he sells
as
stuff.
payment.
Like, oh yeah, there is no, like, Estus Flask in this game. There's no, like, actual form of healing that comes back over time, so you have to get things like, mushrooms, red mushrooms, or buy these roasted rats. There's other stuff that comes around, like here's the tools for the ballista. This item actually aggroes enemies to make them more aggressive. You got bells that give you additional, like, currency over time. You got stuff that makes it better for parrying. But the cool thing about this game is you don't know what a single item does until you use it for the first time. So, an item could actually be detrimental to your health, and you won't even know, and you'll use it. So it's, I found it out the hard way. I took a bad mushroom once. Not good. Like, where is it? This mushroom, actually, if you take it the first time, it poisons you, but if you take it the second time, it actually will heal poison. But poison is so deadly in this game. It's kind of disgusting. Yeah, believe me, I died, actually, from taking that mushroom, because I took it thinking it was health, and I died. It didn't insta-kill me, but I was dead as fuck.
Glimpse it, if you, then the fog will come and go as you please.
He has different dialogue if you talk to him in shells, and if you talk to him, like, in your obsidian form, like, they kind of know. Alright, let's, Did I upgrade everything? I've been talking too much. No. Some of the items are pretty cool, though. Like, they all have their uses. Like, I don't have nothing that I can use right now. But I'll be finding something later on. Yeah, I'm exiting the wrong way like an idiot. I'm Bagheading. Where am I going? Yeah, these would be your shells. So if you found the 4 shells, they'd be sitting in these, like, coffin-style, like, stone beds right here. And the cool thing is, you can get stuff to switch the weapons on the fly, like items. So you can switch your weapons, like, on the fly and switch shells and stuff and kind of, like, mix and match their abilities. So there's so much, like, different playstyles you can have. Yeah, this way, I think. It's pretty neat. But I don't know if you played Hellpoint. Hellpoint is a pretty good game, but it's also like, man, they don't explain jack in that game. Yeah, spin to win, dude. Or roll to win. All you gotta do. There's a shell right here, and it gets red when you get near them. Here's a shell. That's actually my favorite shell in the game. And there's a woman underneath the steps that's actually a vendor. She sells, trust that guy. He has a quick attack sometimes. Yeah, dude. And did you see that Chinese Souls game? What is it? Kung Shao or oh my god! It had like a 13-minute gameplay trailer. I'm like gapping out on the name. Like Black Shadow or Black Myth, Kung Fu, some weird shit. I'm butchering it and probably sounding severely racist right now, but I don't remember the name.
Foundling.
Yeah, look that up.
As naked as
It looks phenomenal.
Solitary.
It looks like Sekiro mixed with apparently the developers played a bunch of Sekiro, God of War, and another game to like get inspiration for it. It looks beautiful. It's in pre-alpha stage, and they were embarrassed that it has like 2 million views already, and that people loved it, and they said that there were so many mistakes that they saw in the 13-minute gameplay trailer. And if they're considering that mistakes, Black Myth Wukong, yeah, there you go. That game is phenomenal looking. Phenomenal looking. Yeah, 13-minute gameplay trailer. Full gameplay too, right? Not like none of this, they say it's gameplay, but it's not. Like, there's just straight up 13 minutes of awesome gameplay footage. Yeah, this area gets a lot of hate, but I actually love this area. I think this area has a lot of soul to it. It just is pretty empty in certain areas. That's my, like, complaint. It needs more than that. But I kind of like this place. I've heard a few complaints that this area doesn't really, like, give you enough for exploration, but if you actually do go around and look, there are a bunch of good items around. And each area, like I said, is 2 quenching acids, so like if you don't know where they are in the game, you come across one, like I did in my first playthrough. It helped me a lot. Yeah, dude, gameplay looks tight, dude, and it looks like nothing I've really seen before, and there's parts of it that'll even remind you of like Onimusha, and the soundtrack, at least in the trailer, like blew me away. Alright, this is going to be a suicide run, by the way. There's no way out of it. But it's quicker to die than it would be to even get out of this situation. There we go, we got it. As long as it's going down. Yeah, visually appealing, dude. It's visually appealing for sure. It looks very, very good. Yeah, that's an intentional death. There'll be another one here too, because it just doesn't make sense to run back, really.
I've kept your
Though I might try to run back on this next one just to see. You wanna get out of my way, bro? Oh, like carb diet, bro? You on that game, son? Get out of my doorway, Jesus Christ. Did you see how easy it was for me to survive with those rolls? You just don't die. You just do not die. Alright, so this first section is all about lighting these pyres so you can stand on a switch and open up the gate to get to the next sector, to go to the next area, which for me is about probably the 3rd toughest area in the game, and then comes probably the worst run back in the game. He is a pain in my ass. I have to kill that one. she did try to run away. They are aimbots, dude. Like, they never miss. I hate those little fuckers. Anyway, it's faster to do that anyway, because we have to hit the same teleporter and then just go up the stairs this time to the left. It's fine. It was intended. Sort of.
I've kept your flesh safe, foundling.
I wonder if I get the mango? I don't even want to test it, because the mango and the baguettes, they increase your full, like, there's actually items in this game that can permanently increase your health, and there's one mango per playthrough and one baguette per playthrough. And they increase your permanent health, but I don't know if you can actually utilize them as shellless form, and I don't really want to mess up the run in terms of the achievement or actually legitimacy of finishing my second one. But the mango is in this level, and it's so obscure. There would be 3 flames right here. It kind of gives it away that you have to find the flames. Come here first. Alright, this part can be a little tricky. Any day now. Oh, she didn't even do that. I might get fucked. I gotta roll it. Roll it. Yeah, she shoots 3 before reloading, but she is the worst aimbot of them all. I've died while rolling for those guys. And there's 10 of them. Like an homage to like the Anne Orlando archers, and there's like 10 of them on the run back when I get the gland. And they're just there. Alright, this could be a tiny bit tough here. Oh, the other one aggro too. Shit. Oh well, we hit the checkpoint. I didn't hear the audio cue for the other one. Oh well. I should have used my instincts there and just rolled. Because I don't even think I need the hardened for those, and as long as I don't hit the side of the wall, I should just be able to move out.
Safe, foundling.
Okay. We're making it this time. All the way to the top. If I don't get stuck on the stairs. Yes, sir. Yeah, nah, I didn't even need to. What? Oh, you little bitch. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. Yeah, nah, dude. They're relentless. That's what I like about it. They are relentless. And they aimbot, man. They never miss. Anyone shoots anything in this game, you better be rolling or you better have hardened, which I probably should have hardened, but I didn't think
safe, foundling.
she had made it that far up the stairs, because it's really hard to hear the audio cue sometimes. And I'd say that's maybe another complaint. There's a couple of complaints I have with the game with some of the bosses, but they're like minor complaints with some of their like hitboxes, with some of their attacks that linger for days. Alright, see how only one attacked now? That means the other one shouldn't have aggroed. Alright, yeah, safe. We're good. Yeah, this is actually probably, I would rate probably the second worst thing in the game. And then the run back after you get the gland is probably the worst because of these archers. So you have to be quick, and then you got these ghosts. If you see them disappear, they're going to show up in front of you. You never want that. gonna react, girl? Oh! Fucking fell. I hardened, so I wouldn't take the fall damage and died, but the harden, when you take, obviously, you negate the fall damage, so you lose your hardened, and then that happens. My first, run yesterday, because I actually started out with this part yesterday.
Safe,
because I lost the first part of my stream, my Obsidian run, so it was only this part and onward that I was able to capture. I actually got there in my second attempt. You can tell how lucky I was. See how none of them shot that time? That's kind of what you want. See, none of them aggroed. Yeah, you can harden to stop the fall damage, so I did that, but then didn't realize that the other one was like right there, and then she just shot me as soon as I came out of it. Alright, guaranteed we'll make it this time. We got this. Roll to win, baby, roll to win. I always try to harden right there, because I do not trust those two at all. What the f— She's usually always right there, dude. Oh, you little sniper fucker. Alright, I'm having a little bad go of it this time around. The checkpoint is literally right up around here. You wrap around, and then if you can somehow get past the other two archers that are up there,
I've kept your flesh
and then
safe,
up and around the stairs past the
foundling.
last two, you can get to a checkpoint that comes down an elevator over here, and then you'll have a checkpoint right there, back to this one, so you can skip all of it again. Yeah, it's tough. Fun though. But they are all aimbots. And I heard her raise her weapon, dude. Not gonna get me today. This area seems to be the bane of my existence. I actually did this part because I died once on the steps yesterday, and then I did this part first try. Crap, starting to realize how lucky I really was. She shot up. Alright, that's I think what I want. What the fuck? Damn it. I should just keep moving. I've never seen her hop back like that. It's not even horrible RNG. I'm actually just playing really bad on this part.
I've kept your flesh
What
safe.
you want to do is
foundling.
kill her there, because she'll follow you. Enemies in this game don't leash like in Dark Souls. They will fucking follow you for eternity. To a certain extent. Oh, I'll get there. She raised her weapon, but she didn't shoot. Weird. Are you shooting? No, you're not shooting. Okay. I forgot it's +5 and I killed him in 2 shots now. Okay, let's be smart. I'm actually kind of just fucking fed up going around in the circle. I don't know why I do it anyway. Alright, you don't want to shoot? Whatever. Be my guest. Fuck you. I'm not standing around anymore for that. Why are you doing that? Oh my god. Where? I hate you so much. Yeah, trying to lose enemies in Dark Souls is something else, and this game takes it to a whole new friggin' level. I need you to raise your weapon. Alright, nope, I don't like the pattern. This is an art right here. This is like the last little leg of it. Alright, I'm trying to get them to be to that side more so I can rush towards the teleporter. And you're not like invincible in the teleport. You could die while trying to use the teleporter. Got it. Nice. There we go. We got the teleporter. There's the shortcut right there. Alright. Literally the second hardest part done. Set down. Oh, good. Shouldn't have taken that long, but it did, so whatever. Alright. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yesterday was so much smoother. I did this entire area in 58 minutes. And for my first time, it was not that bad. I don't think I'm gonna eclipse that. I did die to the boss, though, 7 times yesterday, which is kind of sad. Standing for days. Oh wait, why do I always think I can go that way? Pretty much home free. There's a couple things here that could fuck me. A lot of rolling here, man. Getting in your cardio. His legs are swole at the end of this run. And his back. Probably gotta be killing him. Oh, can I fall through? Alright. Here's the boss area. I have no idea why she's super huge right here. I feel like they intend you to come to this area last. She's quite bigger than normal. Alright, safety check. She doesn't say anything. Alright, they kinda like mess with you right here. If you don't harden on the way down, you actually die. But not your shell. You would die on impact. I can't tell you how many times I lost like a majority of my health, even having a huge health bar. It's like fucking 40% of your health bar. Alright, this guy like gave me issues. The second phase, I can show you how to cheese it. It's so disgusting. But the first phase is annoying because that little dude shoots these freaking arrows. So what you want to do, because I'm not parrying anything, is I like to bait certain attacks. Like that one. And then this right here. He's going to shoot 11 arrows. Now the bosses in this game aren't particularly difficult. There's going to be one that comes up next. That is the coolest boss out of the main 4. Even though there's 8 sub-bosses. The 4 main bosses, he's literally Arturius on ice. He's the coolest. And the hardest to do without parrying. Alright, you should do a hammer slam. Or, I mean. Punish again. It's a little unpredictable sometimes. That thrust. Alright, we got a bar of resolve, I like it. Hard. Yeah, the bosses, that's kind of like my biggest issue too, is the bosses aren't really necessarily difficult. You can make them more difficult by like not parrying, but if you parry, these bosses are kind of a joke. Except for the Arturius one that's coming up next. He's not a joke at all. Yo, I can PB this place if I just beat him first try. What the? I've never seen him just... Oh my god, what a cheap motherfucker, dude. I've never seen him do a 3-shot arrow move before. And then, like, go right into the 11-shot. As soon as he heard that I wanted the PB, he was like, nah, bro. You can
I've
fuck yourself.
kept your flesh safe, family.
This fucking guy. Okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. Because, alright, if you see the thing on my back, the parry tool, if it glows red, that means it's an unparryable attack. But if it does not glow red, you can parry the attack. And it's not like secure, you gotta wait for like the thing to be up in front, so like a half a second before the attack lands. You need that in front of you. But if you don't have resolve, you won't like get any cool thing out of your riposte, you'll just parry them. But if it's a non-parryable attack, not only will it glow red, you'll hear like a little ding. It'll mean like you can't parry the attack. I hate you, Bloodborne. I do ridiculously good damage to him. It's this arrow, his little like buddy, this little arrow shooter guy. But if I get him halfway down, he doesn't do this anymore. He'll do like a flying attack, the one I was telling you about that I merged into his body with. Hopefully we don't see that today, because that would suck. What the? He did it again! That's the second time! I've never seen that attack before until today. Where I must be a certain distance away from him where he's doing that. I have no time to react to that. Alright, maybe he's a little tougher than I thought. I've never seen that attack.
I've kept your flesh safe, foundling.
Damn. Okay, well, I died 7 times, and if I could just beat him now. Let's think. Place took me 60 minutes. 58 minutes the last time. I got out of here. I got into here, I think, when my stream's at 15 minutes in. I should be able to beat him and get the hell out of here. In less time than that. If I could just... His second phase you can cheese. It's actually kind of ridiculous. It's slow, but it's... easy. Alright, I rolled in front of him a little bit more. Like, you can roll from this, but, like, it's risky. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. I need to be close to this guy. Oh my god, I'm being so greedy. Oh god, dude. This is why I gotta learn the follow-up patterns to these bosses when I'm done doing this run today. So I could do more, like, fast runs. And see, like, the best time I can get. Because that was just greed. That was me being so dumb. Oh my god. I love it, though. I can't even get mad at this game, because it's just so... It's so cool. I love this. Just can't get mad. There's another game is coming out that I'm going to be streaming on Friday. It's called Windbound. I believe it's Xbox only, though. So I don't know if you can get all up onto that. I don't even think it's on Steam. I think it's literally for the console only. But I could be wrong. But it's like a Zelda-ish like Wind Waker type of clone game. It looks really fucking neat. I already pre-ordered it. I'm gonna get on top of that on Friday. Oh look, I got close to him and canceled it. He was gonna do it. I would have actually found a way to cancel it. Kind of staying next to him just to see what's not. Wow, I forgot about follow-up. Oh yeah, I'm not going to use my special attack. It makes him go right into that ability. Oh, this is the one I'm talking about. Yeah, he's now going to do that. And he just killed me. God damn it. Yeah. If you use parrying, you can actually kill him really quickly. But I'm stubborn. I don't want to use parries for this one. I used it for the other one, and it's like, he's pretty fucking easy at that point.
I've kept your flesh safe, foundling.
Or like my casual runs, parrying him is really fucking easy. The extra challenge is fun. Obviously, if I'm going to try to go fast, I'm going to have to relearn like everything and parry and stuff like that. Because I haven't parried in so long in this game. Like, you can get such ridiculous damage in for parrying in this game. It is ridiculous. And this clan that you get, the one that I just equipped on the bottom left, you can't see it, but when you riposte with Resolve, it actually attaches a bomb to him, which will then knock him down and you get so much extra. I can try to show it off, but it's tried to parry this guy in a while, so probably not. Like, it's kind of ridiculous the amount of damage he'll do. I don't remember which attacks are parryable anymore on this side. Oh my god, dude. This fucking... He really wants to make my day a living hell right now. Not. Wait, by the way, if you never played this game, man, that's a really cool like game, but in a different vein. It's so different. Oh my god. Oh, he does do like a triple attack right there if you do it. Worth though. Oh my god, that is such a tough attack. Dodge out of the way of. You can't even parry that either, too. That, like, you hear the ding, like that's non-parryable, so you have to dodge your harden, and I didn't have my harden back up. So I would have been fucked either way. If I was in a shell, though, you could tank that, man. You could tank that damage, get back up, you'll be fine.
I've kept your flesh safe.
Like, obviously, everything,
family.
like a mosquito bite will kill me in this. So it looks rougher than it really is. But, like, if you're playing this game in shells, like, it's a pushover, dude. Especially with some of the abilities the shells come with. I'm just really bad at showcasing no shell. That's why I really want to get better at it. And I enjoy it. I enjoy the struggle. It's kind of fun. Right, dude. This guy's no joke. His first phase is actually tough. The second phase is what I want to show off to you and show you just how jokish it is. Like, the enemies in this game, like two bosses out of the main four, can kick you, right? But it's actually kicking you to an advantage, and you can really fuck them because they taunt for so long. I'm gonna show you, like, how broken it is. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time getting away from that, and why he's doing it twice in a row. I've died now, I think, 8 times. It's worse than my original. I'm having a bad go of it here, Ross. There's nothing I can do when he wants to do it twice, because it takes a little bit for that hardened ability to actually
kept your flesh safe, family.
Recoup itself. And the speedruns do it like this. They do no-shell, but they parry as well, so it's something that I shouldn't be so stubborn into putting that little challenge on myself to not do that. Oh yeah, I'll get it. I just like putting that little bit of additional thing to make it harder, because you can cheese most of these guys in certain aspects. So I kind of want to make it difficult. That's what I enjoy. Like, I do ridiculous damage. It's just like, this guy, all I need to do is get a mosquito bite on my butt, dude. Yeah, that one move, dude, because you have to watch out for the 3 consecutive arrows, right? And then I'm already, like, recovering from my roll. And if you notice, he does, like, a little jettison forward before he does the roll. And that's where he's catching me before I actually roll. Like, he's catching me in that maneuver before I roll. Which is, you know... You can't have 5 frames all day, you know? Pretty much, dude. Yeah, it seems more fun. Yeah, it is. Like, if you know the attacks that you can parry, and I picked it up on my casual runs, like, it's... Most of the bosses are pretty laughable. The only one that's really not is, I can't believe he did this a second time. Is the Artorias on Ice boss the second? Are you fucking joking me, bud? This fucking guy! He trolled me nowhere near this hard yesterday. You wanna stop it with that? Thank you. God damn. You motherfucker. You're lucky I stipulated this run here, bud. You're starting to get on my nerves. I wanna, like, do a move like that. Thank Christ almighty, bro. So chill. Alright, see, now his little buddy's dead. Really good for us. And I'm gonna show you how to cheese the shit out of this second phase. It is not even fair. Yeah, the main guys have like 2 phases, and they have like 3 Oh my god. Wow, you're right in front of me. Alright, we want bait 1 attack. This is the attack. He's gonna do that. He's gonna get you rush in, get kicked, damage shot. And we punish it with 2 attacks. Guess what we're gonna do this entire phase? Because we're not parrying. If we were parrying, it'd be different. You can take him out. Come in. Kicked. Yeah, each main boss has 2 phases. Come in. You do that the entire time. It's boring. It takes long. But it's so fucking hilarious because there's 2 bosses in this game, and the one that came in when I beat does a kick too. Then when he kicks you, he'll go up to these bodies and try to heal himself, but you can actually punish him so bad that he'll actually knock the body out of his hand and do a significant amount of damage. And I'm just trying to bait that attack. Any day now, brother. Alright, once you hear the ding, you know you can't block that attack. That. really need to fix the ability. Like if you get kicked out of your shell, or if you get kicked while you're out of your shell, it should kill you, right? Or if you're in your shell, that kick should knock you out of it. Like you just lost your entire health. Like it should be punishing to the player instead of so you get this attack and he like boasts and stuff. Really, all it's doing is giving you an advantage to take advantage, you know? Like it's giving you everything to just kill him without needing to actually learn his moveset. Yep, and the boss before that does it too. But the next boss coming up is actually literally one that I struggle with, even when parrying. And then, since I won't be parrying, and you'll know why I call him Artorias on Ice. I think it's an homage to Artorias, I'm not gonna lie. The boss is pretty tough. Legitimately tough. And the arena itself can hurt you. And obviously, you can hurt it all. I don't punish any of those attacks. He has follow-up attacks in his phase that are so damn and those would be the ones I'm parrying. I'm just gonna do this. See, this would be the part in like a marathon where people would be reading donations for like 20 minutes. There's definitely obviously flaws in this game. It is a 15 developer team. First game in their studio, and for their first try, man. Like, if you think back to the first Demon Souls, right? Think about how jank that game was. Like, Demon Souls. Not the first Dark Souls, but Demon Souls. Like, how jank that game was. Now, this game doesn't have, like, the content Demon Souls has. But man. Oh my god, Sword is... See how fast that attack is? He can do it much faster than that. I don't know why I went with that. Yeah, it's slow, but it's effective. And for me, just trying to complete this right before I even, like... Because here, like, if you get... Alright, this attack, you can parry that attack with the hammer swing, right? And you can do ridiculous amounts of damage if you have a full bar. Literally takes about half of his health away. As you can see, like, if you don't fill up the bar, it will go, like, slowly down, and I'm not really trying to build the resolve in this particular section. If I had Moonshine, though, I could actually fill it all up. I can actually hurt you. I rarely see that attack, though. But you know what I should be doing that I keep forgetting that I can do? Is attack him to get kicked. I keep forgetting I can do that. Come on, bud. We're almost there, bro. Let's bring it home. You need to bring it home, son. I stay away from that. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I could have been doing this the entire time. Hitting him before I got kicked. That's how you do it without carrying. It's boring, but I mean, that's the stipulation I like to have for this one. It makes it interesting, you know? I've seen people do all these challenges where they don't roll, they don't use harden, and they don't use parry. They just use the maneuvering, like the quick maneuvering to get around. It's like, in boss fights, I think. It's ridiculous. Crazy stuff. Yeah, just need a bunch of donations while I get kicked by this boss. You know what game I really want to play, but I don't have access to it? And I think it's coming to the Switch. Fall Guys. I want to play that multiplayer game so bad.
Yes.
I watched a few people play it. It looks so wholesome and fun.
This was his reward and his penance.
I really want to play that. Alright, so more roll to win. This is technically the hardest run up. Run back. It's not fun because of one section. No, I don't have a PS4. My one roommate does. I have a Switch, Xbox, and I'm hoping to build a PC in the future. In the near future, I mean. But no, I do not. That's why I don't have access to it. But the rumor is it's coming to Switch. If you know, believe Spawn Wave, which I usually do. Apparently some of the SKUs, or one of those things that people have up on there. Show it on the Switch. Yeah, no, I want to do it in the next year or so, because I've been putting it off for so long. It's kind of something I want to do. It's not going to be like something I want to game on a lot. It's going to be something that I want to play the games that I can't get on PlayStation. And games that I want to play on Xbox, but I want the best, like, you know, resolution. Maybe if I want to speedrun it, frame rate, stuff like that. Like with RE2 Remake and stuff like that, how it's just so much damn different. I'm getting shut up. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is the part that is really hard. This is just really fucked up on the developer's part. I'm trying to time it. But with that being said, I'm buying a Series X when it comes out. But I also want to buy a digital PS5. And then, like, next year sometime is when I'm going to start building my PC, so I can kind of, like, the games that I really want to, like, get the most out of, I can get the most out of. And then I can use it for everything else, you know, business. You know, my work, everything, I can just do everything on it. Oh my god. Oh, dude. The timing on that was spectacular on my part. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm gonna toot my own fucking horn on that. That was the hardest part of the game, really. Like, a lot of people call it the hardest part of the game. Like, I call it the hardest run back of the game, the hardest land run back of the game. My hardest part of the game is the boss that I'm going to be facing next. He's kind of a fucker. Yeah. I did not do that first try yesterday, so that is a first try. As long as I can get past these ghosts and to the sister over here to get the checkpoint, then it will be first try. always like to do a safety one, because she doesn't say anything. Alright, so this next part's kind of trivial. I mean, you can't die, but it's... The enemies act a little differently. You'll notice, too, like, these archers... I just kind of, like, rolled into his attack. These guys don't react right away. Watch this shit. It's like they're oblivious until the last moment. It's like they're looking at me like, ah, fuck. Like, ah, my day's almost over. I just don't want to shoot. It's like they just didn't care. So you know they programmed those guys on the steps, the ones that I got past, to be more aggressive. That is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They definitely programmed. That's where I call them the Anno Orlando homage, because it's like the snipers from Anno Orlando, you know? Like... Alright. Not bad, dude. Everyone says that run back is really bad, honestly, like... It's not that. Like, if you didn't have iframes for days with this roll, it would be fucking unbearable to do that, but... Alright, now if I can remember how to get back, because that's the Papagonist in me. I can never remember how to get back half the time. Good times. Alright, so 2 bosses and a run back down in... hour and 45? Not bad. Not bad for me, anyway. I gotta practice that boss, though. Sorry to interrupt your meal, guys. Enjoy your rats. I'm out. Always remember to just roll, dude. Never sprint. The guys that fall from, like, obscurity, like that guy, will insta-kill you if you're sprinting. And I think I went the wrong way. Oh well, I'll take that. Oh, we're lost. Oh no, I think I know where I'm at. Rob should be over here somewhere. Am I in the right area? Oh, this is where the Baghead is. No, that's where the Baghead is. The Baghead is in this game. That actually... I want to know where that was. That's where that was. Oh yeah, there's the frog. Oh, I got killed by an actual frog. God damn it. At least it's not like a Monster Hunter roll where you have .267's iframes, 6... Oh, Jesus Christ. I haven't played Monster Hunter in so long, but I do remember not being that good at that game. Oh, man. Honestly, here's my biggest weakness, is remembering how to get back. I haven't actually, like, put in a lot of time in routing my way back. I've just been trying to have fun with the challenge, and, like, obviously, like, the no parry thing. But it's going to get serious tomorrow once I finish this today. I'm going to, really start to look at, like, my routing and how I get the quenching acids into the areas as quick as possible and what's optimal. start from there. I'll be doing that with a shell too to make it easier. Oh yeah, it's this way I gotta go. Oh, I'm so prepared. I forgot I came from this way. And then the hole is over here. Oh god, I'm such an idiot. Ah yes, there it is. Yep, there's the hole I need to go through. I feel like this would actually be a cool category for SRC. Don't know if they do it though. Yeah, I mean, I haven't actually looked at the leaderboards. I just know that any percent is the thing that most people have been running. I don't know if they've added anything cool though. But yeah, like, they should do a thing where there's like no parrying, like no hardening. That would be like an interesting like category to do. Like, you can combine the both, or I guess make them separate. I mean, you know how people love to have millions of different categories.
When you find a mortal shell, shepherd, together we will find glimpses of what makes them human.
This guy reminds me of Gascoigne. I'm gonna skip most of his dialogue. When he talks about these things you give him, it sounds like Gascoigne from Bloodborne. See, like, every time you bring him back, you get a different, like, cool thing that you can do. And if you on this controller, it'd be Y. I don't know what the hell. You get my PlayStation controllers over. Yeah, it'd be triangle. Weird enough, I have a PS4 controller up here, but I don't have a PS4 because I play my friend's PS4. And I do plan on getting a digital PS5 because apparently they're gonna be dirt fucking cheap. Alright, so we're gonna be going to the next area, which was actually the first area I went to in the game just to get a quenching acid, and then I left. And it's right through there, so I'm gonna give you this little sexy thing to look at right here. I'm just gonna need like 60 seconds. I'm gonna go grab a refreshing drink and be back in a minute, Ross. If you want to see, I think it's linear, but one of the coolest areas and coolest bosses in the game. Stick around, I'll be there in like 10 minutes. Like, I'm not gonna be back in 10 minutes, I'll be at the boss in like 10 minutes for the run, but like, stick around, I'll be right there. to my normal schedule, where I work 6 days and I'm off 1 day. I work today, but I work early hours. Back to that again. Thank God for that. But this boss, yesterday, I was stuck on for an hour and 47 minutes because I decided yesterday, halfway through my run, after I just did the last boss, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to parry anymore. And I didn't parry this guy. And I'm not going to do it again. The first phase is still a joke without the parry, but the second phase is where, like, he rips you a new one. And this is going to be fun. And you'll see why I call him Artorias on ice. And I came here in the very beginning of the game to get a quick flinching acid. To get my weapon to be +5 for the fight that I just did. See, a bunch of family of bats chilling right there. Oh, on a side note, I've been practicing the wall skip for Jack in RE7, where you get him to go through the wall early, so you can like save that extra time. And I've been practicing that. And damn, I think I got like a clean way to do it now. I've been doing slower turnarounds after, you know, putting the key into the door that you can't put it in, you know, the bull door. Turning around really slowly from left to right, crouching. Letting him come up to me, stand up, take the hit, and then crouch again, get back up again, and then he tends to miss, and then I run around the corner, and he usually always does the slam now. And I turn around, and he just bursts through the wall. I've been getting it to happen pretty
When you find a mortal shell,
consistently.
shepherd them to me.
I just don't know how it
Together
saves
we
me
will
times.
find
I'm really looking to
glimpses
run,
of what
like,
makes
do I
them
run through
human.
that room next time? Like, do I run through the kitchen when I'm running from Jack at that point? Is it necessary to even have to shoot him to get the out of bounds? Like, do I even have to down him at that point anymore? Like, that's the one thing I don't know yet, but I've been practicing that. Alright, we came here very early. I don't know why I picked those up. I have to pick something up when it's glowing on the ground. Alright, so yeah, you go through the wall to the hatch. That's what I knew about that. Yeah. And then you go through the wall after Jack 1, 2. Out of bounds, setup stays the same. So you go through the kitchen through the wall instead of around the corner in the hallway. So once you come out of that wall, you turn around and shoot them like normal, is what you're saying? So when I drop down, I go and get the clock thing, and then I go through the kitchen, through the hole in the wall? Like, through the hatch room, through the hole in the wall, or do I still just go around the hallway? That's what I was confused about. Like, if I went to the hatch room out through the wall, or if I just went through. Because it messes up how Jack follows you. Okay, alright. I didn't know if that was a way to save time where you didn't have to turn around and shoot him and he still just showed up, or if, like, as you said, it just fucking messes up his tracking. Gotcha. Duly noted. Chalked it up to I don't fucking know what happened, but I'm still alive. Oh yeah, you want to know why I said there's 4 main bosses, but there's 5 bosses at any percent? Welcome to the only mini boss. I'm gonna grab these because they're useful. Usually, well, that one is. Now this guy you can parry. There's a different form of him too, but parry. Alright, that's good to know, because I've been practicing offline, like... And I actually do plan to start recording stuff offline. I have the money and, like, the ability to do it now, I just...
When
lazy.
you fight together, we will find glimpses
I don't
of
really
what
know
makes
when
them
I'd have time
human.
to do runs offline. Yeah, I want to start doing more runs again. But the out of bounds is what is actually like my crux now, dude. I'm having such issues doing it like correctly. I never used to have problems with it either. You can actually do a little mini skip there and save like a half a second. Harden at the last second, go over that gap. Playing it safe. This is one of the more linear places in the game. I mean, you could go up those steps, and like, there's a couple things you can do up there. But 2 out of the 3 places are kind of linear, so that could be kind of playing. Like, there's certain like little side rooms you can go into. For the most part, other than the place we just came from, and like the main hub, 2 out of the 4 main places are kind of linear. And literally, we're at the boss. Great. That easy.
When you find a mortal shell, shepherd them to me. Together we will find glimpses of what makes them human.
So this is one of the items. Alright, so... let me tell you, do you see anything here at all? On this wall, Ross? Anything at all? You see anything on this wall? This rock face? Yeah. You wouldn't have until you fucking swung your weapon at it. They hid the lore behind stuff like that. So, like... the encryptions are easy to find. They're out in the open. Exactly how you meant to know that, right? Exactly. And then you have the etchings, which are not. They're hidden like that. And just like Dark Souls, like all the items, once you use them, they have like descriptions that like go into detail. And then when you upgrade your shells abilities, they give you lore on themselves, which also give you more lore in the area. But some of the biggest like lore dumps are in the etchings that like you never know are there unless you swing your weapon randomly and shit.
When together
yeah.
we will
Good
find
times.
glimpses of
It was
what
the only
makes
thing in
them
this game I had to follow a guide to look to get them all. Yeah, here's Artorias on ice. The only thing I looked up on YouTube, I was like, nah, I'm not fucking doing this. I forget if the thing in here is useful or not, so I'm gonna go and grab it. I forget if it's moonshine or if it's an upgrade for the giant broadsword. Oh yeah, here's an encryption. See, they're easy to find. They're always on stone tablets or things glowing. And they show up with that little fog thing right there. Yeah, it's useless. The encryptions, you just have to swing wildly, man. Thank God there's only like 18 of them or whatever. Alright, welcome to hell, dude. This boss took me fucking an hour and 14 minutes last night. But I didn't know all the tricks to the first phase. The second phase, though, is like... oh, dude, it fucks you up. And the outer edge of the arena can actually, like, hurt you. So if you go to the outer edge too far, it kills you instantly in this form. But tell me this doesn't remind you of Arturius just, you know, a skating. First time, yeah, hold on. Coolest fucking boss in the game right here, by the way. Like, dying to him is... thing. You can stun him into oblivion. Shit, First phase done. Now you're gonna think, wow, it's gonna be the first time. Watch how fucking ridiculous he gets. Think he's slow, just fucking wait. I can die at any moment. Nope, I gotta go away from that. That's the attack! Oh, that attack! Oh, the range, bro. Okay, that was actually a good first attempt. Yeah, the range on his secondary thrust is probably the worst attack that they programmed in this game. So when he's done with that second thrust, right, the hitbox is still there. So it's like, if you touch the sword in any way, when he still has it out, even after he thrusted it forward, it will damage you and kill you. Yeah, the inspiration definitely came from him. Like, it's hard to not see it. It's probably the only bullshitty attack in this entire game where you actually have to scratch your head and be like, why does the hitbox last for 4 seconds after he thrusted the weapon forward? But... yeah, they definitely, I think, took inspiration. But, you know, like... We'll second you. Oh, I like this attack. You can actually dodge That's the attack. You see how it tracks you? That second, like, blade attack? Even though I dodged back, he was still sliding on the ice. And even though he had thrusted it forward already, he was still moving a little bit, and it just damages you. You haven't even seen the other attack yet that's actually so bullshitty.
I've kept your flesh safe.
You do have to delay your dodge a little bit, and that's where I'm starting to remember the little issues I had last night. But last night, I didn't know that I could kill him so easily in the first phase. So we'll be able to do this. Hopefully, you know, not in and out 40 minutes. I expect like a couple more times. Plus, I don't have moonshine for this fight. I had moonshine last time, where I was actually able to get extra resolve, and I forgot to buy it before I came here. Oh well. Perfect, dude. Oh, I almost finished it, dude. That would have been the fastest first That would have been it. Come here. Oh, alright, I got him. Yeah, that would have been really good. Yeah, it's a learning process for the second phase. And to be honest, I haven't done a lot of practice on the second phase. That's... Alright. Alright, cool. Oh, this is the shit attack. Instead of doing an ice aura, now he has these spikes. These spikes are no joke, dude. If you're in a shell, they freeze you and it can take away like half your health bar. Away. He can do this other. He can do that. That's the attack. You don't want that attack. That attack is fucking best, bro. Oh, I ran into the side of the fucking. So I'm saying the arena can kill you if you're not smart. I just ran into the icy outside of the arena and just killed me. And what makes this hard, because he has such a huge reach with the sword, sometimes you lose the fact that you're like outside too far and you're dead. This is why I like this boss so much. Like, they really took their time. It's like they took 13 developers, were like, alright, you guys focus on one guy. You two, John, Larry, go make the rest of that shit. Like it's like they focus so much on this guy, and the rest of them, like, not so much. Even the final boss, if you don't parry the final boss, he is kind of, like, a little difficult near the end. But it's... Even the final boss, like, this is the hardest guy in the game, in my opinion. Like, they focused on him. You can tell. Yeah, that's where he goes out. He kind of, like, phases out there and then comes back through. It's kind of neat, like, concept. Every boss has, like, their little quirks, like, but this guy, well, obviously he doesn't have a kick, so you can't punish him. And he has, like, a unique moveset that's kind of hard to seek sometimes, especially when you're worried about staying underneath the light. So you don't go out to the fog out there. You can see the fog, that's where you don't want to be. Ah, I fucking got greedy. Yeah, this is just me feeling shit out, like, I just gotta do more practice. Honestly, that was me being dumb. I should have done what I normally do, back up, allow him to do that other attack, which
I've
then he might
kept
go
your
into the ice
flesh
attack and you
safe,
just kill him.
foundling.
Oh well. Plus, his second phase won't be as hard if you parry. That one attack that he comes at you with, like the thrust attack, one of the thrusts and that like large like underhand, you can parry that and do massive damage to him. Makes the second phase much easier. I'm not even that confident in parrying it, but I have before, and it takes away, if you have the thing equipped that I do that attaches the bomb, then you quickly do another, like, one of your special, like, weapon abilities to it to stagger him some more. You can take away more than half of the parry, riposte. That's what we want. Like that, overhand. Oh my god, I didn't see this. I might do that. Oh no. And that R2 I did build. See, he can start out with that attack, and that is not cool. That's why I always sit there and wait. I swear to God, man, he can start out with that attack, and if you're not careful, he'll just upswing to death. He's a beast. He could do the upswing right there too, and I was way too fucking far away. Boom! Way faster than yesterday. Let's go, boys. Eat that. Way better than yesterday. Not a bad fight. Not a bad fight indeed. And it's so much easier in that second phase with your parry. You see that, like, attack that he, like, telegraphs so long, that, like, that thrust, that one that you don't hear the ding? You can parry that and destroy him. Yeah, that was faster than the last boss. That's not bad. Alright, let's get the gland and get out of here. Ripped it right out of his neck. Brutal. This is something that I really like. I heard a lot of people, like, in the communities, like, you know, reviewers and stuff like that. Not mainly reviewers, but people that have been playing the game. They don't really like this area, like, when it turns dark, because, like, the strongest... like the most bullshittiest enemy in the game, the golems and stuff, show up. I really like it because it's not just them. Like in the particular area, like right now, it won't just be them. It'll be ghosts. It'll be like the harder enemies.
Makes them human.
And then in the overworld, it is mostly just the golems, but there are a bunch of those Grecians too, all over the place. I kind of like that. Not gonna lie. Some people don't. I like the touch. I think it's pretty neat. See if we can get back. I got back on my second try yesterday. I died right there. If I remember correctly yesterday, because I got stuck in that same rock that I just got stuck on right there. Remember in those moments not to panic hard and just don't die full damage. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot to open it. I hardened at the last second. That's the only reason I survived. I'm hoping that that dialogue counted and I got to her. I forgot to open up that door when I came in originally. I'm supposed to... Well, you're not supposed to. You can just roll like I did, but I kind of
I've kept your flesh safe, foundling.
Ah, counted, yes. As intended. As intended. Roll the win, man. Roll the win. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, you see how they jump on you? That's the attack that I was talking about earlier. Like, if you are sprinting and they fall, like from those obscure areas that they just spawn from, that's the attack that they do. If you're in your shell, it takes away a good...
When you... Together we will find glimpses of what makes them human.
Alright, let's go deliver. Yeah, no, you always think you're dead, but as long as you're rolling, you're never dead, man. The only thing that can get you in your roll most of the time is a sniper. Anyone shooting a projectile at you, you're not exactly safe. And obviously, you've seen boss fights, like, you're not really safe, like, during the rolls most of the time, but... Like, in these areas, yeah, you're safe as hell. Shit, I had the wrong button. You see, he tried to kick me right there, but because I had iframes in the roll... And thanks to me not being in a shell, you have stamina for days, dude, because they have to compensate you somewhere. And as you see, there's a Grisha there. Not just those other guys. Like I said, if you're sprinting, those guys will land on you 100%. See, this is why I hit this inscription right here. It's like a little, like, waypoint for me to know that this is the right way to go to get the door that I need to go into. And like you said earlier, like, what the fuck? How would you even know that's there? Yep. YouTube, dude.
When you find a mortal shell, shepherd them. Together we will find glimpses of what makes them human.
House. It's always in my house. Oh yeah, if you ever wanted to, you can use this guy and give him glimpse, which is 0 in my bottom right because you can't get glimpse without a shell, to actually turn the fog back on after you return the clans. So if you want to go and try to, like, you know, get stuff, or like kill enemies to get stacks, because certain shells do have stacks, just like kind of like Borderlands does, where you can stack up damage depending on how many kills you have before you get knocked out of your shell. You can use this guy to turn the fog back on and get the chests and all that other stuff again. So like you're not just like in prison having to find everything when you have a clan. You can use that guy to actually turn it back on if you want.
To witness what's true. Thank you.
Yeah, PvP in this game is fucking awesome. Because you can switch between shells mid-fight, and then you can switch between weapons mid-fight, and then like chain certain things together, and make certain weapon attacks faster by chaining them.
I see now.
That would be pretty neat to have a PvP in this game. I'm not gonna lie. With the hardened ability, it would be pretty neat.
But flesh and instinct without purpose. You've been misled by false idol.
I'll show you what I mean if I can beat this guy right here. This is the final boss right here.
And softened.
The guy who's bringing everything to. If I can beat him, he took just as long as the other boss I said took me last night. I was on this guy for like an hour and a half.
I shall give you a chance at redemption. To know the
because he summons ads in his fight.
Even for just a fleeting instant,
sucks a lot of dick.
as you bask in my grandeur, come forth. It's time. I must spread my wings.
Alright. So, before we do that, I do have one of these, even though it's useless. I'll put it in there. I know, right? So many games do that, man. It was very, very obvious that that guy was the final boss, but you always have to pet the cat, though. It's kind of, like, mandatory. You have to pet the cat.
Welcome back, my son. Shall we engage in some rousing commerce? Surely there's something you'll fancy amongst my collection.
Yeah, I do. If I would just pop this. As you can see, everything red out is the glimpse. Like I told you, I can't use glimpse at all. And glimpse is used to upgrade your shells, and also certain merchants take it. So like everything redded out, like I can't switch between these weapons because obviously I never unlocked it. These effigies are the things I was telling you about, where you can switch between the shells really quickly on the fly, and then things like this is where you can switch between the other weapons on the fly, and you can put them on your quick items taskbar and like switch over them really quick, and then use other certain items for parrying, and yeah, like the PvP would be so freaking awesome. And my my stream bar is actually in the way right now, so I have no idea how much tar I just used.
Shall we? Surely there's something you'll fancy amongst my collection.
He only has 5 of those. Oh, I have 9,000. Oh, I could show off the ballista if I wanted to, I
my
guess.
splendid friend. Shall we? I'll gladly accept any tar as payment.
Oh god, should I do that? But then it's gonna be on my back the entire fucking time. I hate that shit. Actually, I could show you in my other save file. I don't like it on my back. It's actually distracting when I'm doing runs like this. Alright, so I'm gonna buy his bells, buy all his other shit, buy those, buy a bunch of rats. It's fine. Really, all I wanted was this. I'll show that off to you once I beat this guy. But yeah, you would go here and use the tools, and you get to use this thing on the table, and it shoots those bolts that you could also buy from him, but you can also find the bolts too. And they stagger everything. They kill most regular enemies in one shot, but they stagger the bosses every single time you shoot one. But the reload animation is so out of this fucking world, dude. Okay, second.
When you find
Safety
them,
talk.
together we will find glimpses of what makes them human.
And 2.5 hours, and I'm here already. It took me 5 hours and 12 minutes in-game time, and I took like a 10-minute break. If I can beat this guy in like second or third try, that's going to be a huge PB. And the obsidian shell is actually easier to do it with because he has an additional attack. Yeah,
It's all wrong.
I think the IGT is the same as the RTA,
Visions
like, to be
are
honest.
dissolved into darkness.
But I'll be able to tell
Lesson.
since I started my stream and I started the game a couple minutes in, so I'll be able to tell if there's like a discrepancy, like
As I stretch my wings,
I don't know if the timer's actually going during these cutscenes that you can't skip at the beginning.
into a sea
But you can skip them the
of
second time around, so I have no idea. But yeah, if you go to your save file, it will tell you exactly how much time you have in it. But God knows if what stops the timer, if anything, in this game. I don't know that much yet.
Are you not meant for this blighted
My first
place
attempt was
after
5 hours and
all?
12 minutes.
But
I should be able to kill that right now, because I'm just
while the
under
rest of us remain mired in this
no, I'm at
miserable pit.
2 hours and 35 minutes.
Senseless injustice. If I
I'm here
can't
for 2.5 hours, which would be sad.
these are with you.
But this guy only has one health bar. He does not have a second phase, but he has many different things that happen when his health bar goes down. And he summons ads, and he's a fucking proper cunt. He can throw waves in the water at you, which damage you, which will kill you if you don't roll through them. He has parryable attacks, which make him easy, but we're not parrying, so we're doing everything by dodging and hardening. So, man. Let's go. Oh yeah, by the way, this attack he's about to do has infinite range. It doesn't matter where you are, that attack right there. See that beak attack? That's what you parry. He's got a big parry window and he's just fucking up every time with it. Oh, here's the wave. Alright, what I want to do is that first wave, get in. Pull into it. You don't want to be locked on to him for that wave. If you're locked on to him, you follow him and then that wave. You can actually do this attack as well. I was actually there. Oh, and now he'll do what I don't like. So many fucking ads. Alright, this is where the fight becomes risky, because you gotta watch these fuckers. make sure he's not going to attack you. What we want to do, as you can see, the roll is ridiculous, is get them in a single file line like they're at the DMV. Oh, this is bad. And as you saw, I couldn't roll away fast enough. Oh, shit, dude. Like, this is it. We beat him and it's over. So it's like, it doesn't matter. But, like, if you're parrying him, the amount of damage that you could do on the, like, when you follow up with its attacks. Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad. Oh, yeah, no, we don't want to call the word. Yeah, it's not too bad, it really isn't. But as you see, I stunned him right there. I didn't think I was. Oh, wait. Oh, this is the whirlpool. This is like the bullshittiest attack he has. The more enemies that get sucked into this whirlpool, the more health he gets back. And you can actually try to fight them in the whirlpool, but it's so fucking ridiculous. Like, if you're one hit, you just allow him to get his health back. He'll only do this once. I just let it happen. At least on this difficulty. Like, you can go into whirlpool and actually try to, like, attack him, but if you get stuck in the whirlpool, you're dead, too. Like, even if you're in the ship. As you can see, his health is going up significantly, and none of these guys are getting out of the whirlpool. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So he's just gonna get a ridiculous amount of health back, but I believe he can only do that once. Unlock that. Okay. We're back to trying again. Oh my god, and he summons heads right off the bat, little bitch. And I died. Oh yeah, that's another interesting thing in the game. When you're locked onto an enemy, and you do an R2, you can whiff. Because your tracking is nowhere near as good as the enemies in the game. That is one thing you'll notice every once in a while. You'll whiff attacks. Ah, that sucks. I was on a really good pace though. This is so stressful. Reminds me of last night. Ah, I fucking heard you. Yeah, fuck you. Follow me. Follow me. Don't go in there. It's death. It's death in there. Follow me for freedom. No! No! This is a great future. Fuckers. Come on, come on, come on. Over here. Follow me. Yeah, bud. Come on. Fight. Oh, you weak bitch. Oh, God. Yep. Might as well drink my beers. Don't even fucking look at it. Oh my God, I'm so lucky to be alive. Oh, I just got him before he went underwater. Fucking do it. hours, dude. 174
Across
minutes
the
at this
threshold,
moment. I didn't start right away.
I see nothing now.
Big improvement.
Nothing at all.
Ah, I got it. Yes. Forever alone. Beat the game without ever bonding with a shell, which I actually did yesterday, but the game is Baghead and has 2 different versions of it. So yay! Yeah, dude. I was actually on my game this fight. I surprised myself how I was able to use. And I like how, because you did it with no shell, you actually released the shell that you were in, but you weren't in a shell, so technically you just created a copy of yourself. Just saying. I think that was an oversight. Kind of funny. But yeah, I would use the iframe to the molten, or the spike attack when I knew he could hit me, and then I'd use that to stun him and do more attacks. Because he's so much easier when you can parry him. That nose attack, you can parry him and knock him back and go in for a bunch of fucking hits. Alright, I'm gonna check the time of that, and I want to show you the Ballista Zuka, because it's such a crazy weapon, dude. That's in my other save file that I have to load up. Yeah, knocking him out of the dive, I've only done a couple times. Like, you have to time it correctly with that special attack that I can do if I have 2 resolve bars. And if you hit him while he's in there, it will just knock him right out of it. Very hard to do. But this is New Game Plus. Like, it just starts you out here instead of starting
Together
at
we
the
will
beginning of the
find
game.
glimpses of what makes them human.
Yep. Yeah, this game has a lot of cool stuff. And like these screens right here are Dark Souls-esque, like where they describe like all the items too. Like that's straight up ripped out. Alright, so this was the one I did yesterday. Was this 5 hours and 12 minutes? I've been streaming for 2 hours and 57 minutes, but this says I did it in 2 hours and 39 minutes. So yeah, the IGT is a little scuffed. But yeah, not bad. I've a way better improvement than yesterday. And then this is my 20-hour profile that I kind of was like just messing around with everything. This is the one I want to kind of show you. The Ballista Zuka. This weapon is just fucking awesome. You know, the entire development team worked on this weapon. Like it's such a cool weapon. Ah, yes, this is my main man. This is my guy. As you can see, like, my main guy, like, his health bar is fucking ridiculous. I love this shell. But yeah, like, when you actually upgrade your shells, right, she becomes a vendor herself. So she sells you this, which allows you to fast travel, right? And then, you can actually... Oh yeah, the baguette and the mango that I was telling you about. You can use this to then, obviously I'm in New Game Plus, so I haven't found them again yet, but each area's sister. You can fast travel to. Ah, some roasted rat. Alright, so as you can see, the thing on my back is the Ballista Zuka. I'm gonna test this for you. Reloading animation is so fucking cool, dude. Yeah, I love the staff. Love this weapon. Just overkill, yeah, definitely. Alright, so I wanted to show you something. Where was it? Like what you could do with this. Where is it? Alright, so use that weapon, you switch to this, right? This is the hammer and chisel. And then, like, oh wait, sorry, I messed up there. Give me a second. Sorry about that, I forgot to equip the other one. Where is it? Yeah, okay, okay. Alright, so you're doing this, right? Now you, like, switch over here. And then switch over again. Like, you can, like, kind of, like, do certain things or where you can kind of, like... He doesn't have a high stamina bar, so this is probably not the best shell to, like, kind of show you. But you kind of, like, switch over to the quick weapon, right? Roll away real quick. Kind of, like, level this up. And then switch over to the base again. Hit him with the R2 if you wanted to. Like, stuff like that is, like, really cool. And then you can also do the same thing with shells with these little things and switch over to different shells really quick. And then, like, obviously you can see all the items I have. Like, restores your ability to reclaim your shell upon death. Getting struck while hardened boosts your damage of your next attack, so you could take an purposeful, like, PvP, like, hardened damage attack, right? And then pop, where is it? After your next successful parry, your next attack deals bonus damage. So, like, do a parry, and then you can actually stack those two and do additional damage. Like, stuff like that, if you use those on bosses, is what I was trying to say. Like, if you use the parry in this game, like the stuff that you can buy or find, or next parry grants health on success, so you can, like, combine that with this ability down there in the top left that, like, adds the bomb, like, on a successful riposte. Like, everything is just so ridiculously overpowered. And oh yeah, roasted rat, even though it takes your resolve, fucking brilliant. Yeah, like I told you earlier, like, if you find all the shells, they're right here. You can switch between them right here as well if you want. But if you see that level 41 number, this is the character that I was telling you has stacks. So every time I kill a character, right, you noticed it was like 39 before I did those 2 kills, and now it's 41. For every successful stack I get, it goes up to 100. And you can do additional damage with this character alone. And I can kind of, like, show off, like, what I mean. Like, it shows, like, their durability and stamina and resolve and all that stuff. But each character, like, right, I don't really care about the stacks with this guy. You can easily get them back, right? Alright, so you switch over to this guy, right? You go to her. You didn't actually fully upgrade her. So you can't actually use her as a vendor. So this is the normal screen you would get, right? So these are all the abilities this guy has, and if you see, it's a certain amount of tar, a certain amount of glimpses, and once you unlock all of them with a certain character, or that character, you can use her as a vendor. And then each time you do unlock something, that character will start talking and give you lore on himself and, like, what he means to this world. So it's where the hell is my guy? I forget his name. Oh, there he is. See, this is this guy. This is my favorite guy. I just like the health bar for it. Like, you don't really need stamina in this game unless you're doing a no-shell challenge. Like, stamina is really not that big of a deal. It's all about dealing DPS and, like, stacking your parry with whatever, like, items you can and just dealing the most amount of damage you can at once. But if you're doing a no-shell challenge, you want that health bar to be where the stamina bar is, you know, like... But That's Mortal Shell, man. It's,
Perhaps it's time.
fucking cool, dude. It's neato. And there's a bunch of stuff I didn't even really get to show off because I did that, like, quick run. Like, there's so many cool little niche areas and, like, certain NPCs. Oh, yeah, Baghead. I didn't even get to show off Baghead. Oh, shit. Maybe I can do that. Yeah, Oh, I can't, actually. Shit, I don't have the items. There's this character. There's a joke ending. If you go to this guy and you have a roasted rat... I don't have Superior Moonshine, but if you had both of them, and you give them to him in separate conversations, and sit there and, like, play a guitar with them, it literally will bring you to the credit screen. It's like a joke ending. You just sit there and play guitar and eat roasted rat and drink a bunch of moonshine, and it literally will end the game. It won't take away your progress, so if you found, like, a gland or anything, but, like, and brought it back, but it will bring you to the main menu and reset Fulgrim, so like every enemy that you killed, including the Grisham that doesn't respawn, will come back again. So it's pretty cool. He's just this guy who's normally an enemy, but he's just sitting there chilling. And he asks you for some roasted rat, if you have it on him. If you have moonshine on, the not the inferior one that you can buy from Blast, but there's superior moonshine that you can find in certain areas. You get that, you give it to him, and he thanks you so much, and then he asks you if you want to waste your life away and be friends forever, and you just sit there and play guitar. You play the lute together, and that's it. Game ends. It's fucking cool as hell. Actually, I might be able to do it. I think I might actually have it. I might be able to show that off. Give me a sec. Because it doesn't actually bring you into a New Game Plus scenario. It just resets everything. I'm already in New Game Plus 2 in the very beginning, so it wouldn't reset anything for me that's significant. I'm able to show it off. It's wholesome and funny as hell at the same time. But I don't know where he is, so you gotta give me, like... As you see, the roll is different in your shell. So I won't be rolling to win. I'm trying to remember where this guy is. It might take me a few minutes to find him. He's like in a weird, obscure location. I think he might be over here. First, let me check to see if I have... I do, I have Superior Moonshine right there. And I have a bunch of rats on me. If you see I have 81, so I use those for health items. Yeah, I play much differently with this character. I haphazardly, I don't give a shit. Eat some rat. Right in front of him, right as he died. I just eat the rat. I don't care. I think he's up there. Yeah, he's above the frog. Oh yeah, I didn't even get to show up the frog. I still don't know the meaning of this guy yet. He just talks to you and shit. Oh, come on, man. I'm talking to the frog, dude. I still haven't found the meaning of that frog yet. I'm hoping to figure it out, or someone figure it out. I might be going to get him. Oh my god. Oh my god, he missed. Don't see that every minute. The roll is still pretty good, actually. Oh wait, he might actually be up here. Knock me out of my shell, dude. I'm so, like, used to, like, not doing it. I'm so better this way. Fuck off. Alright. think if I wrap around here, I can get to him. I'm so better in one-hit mode now than I am with the shells with tank-ass health bars. Go figure. Alright, I went the wrong way. He's in like an obscure location above that frog. I have to show this off though, it's so funny. Alright. Yeah, but that's what happens when you like lose your health bar. You get knocked out of your shell, right? You can actually get back to your shell. But if you get knocked out again, that's when you die.
Safe, foundling.
So if I would have like ran back up to my shell, I could have easily like gotten, you get your full health back, your full stamina back, and then you run. And I'm trying to remember where the hell this guy is. The funny thing is I ran into him by accident and then gave him everything he wanted and got it, like, completely by accident. Oh yeah, look. That was the way I went, but I wonder if I can go up here. Because there's a certain camp that you go to, and like, that's how you get there damn faster. I'm hoping this is the beginning. God damn it. Where are you, Baghead? Bear with me, man. Alright. I'm fucking lost. God damn it. I'm not lost. I actually know where I am. I just don't know how to access the area where he's at. Alright, there's the frog. I need to get up there. Oh, I'm here. I'm here. Oh my god, why did I not see this originally? Alright, I need to kill him real quick. There he is. Jesus Christ, I don't know why that took me so long to find.
I smell a rat.
Enjoy. Because this shit's so
I
dumb.
mean, on your person. If it's not too much trouble, can I have a bite? Cheers. You're less of an arsehole than you look. I gotta say, I love the way their little bones crunch. But I always end up with a little fur stuck between me teeth.
Someone's trying to attack me from below. I feel like the
Is
whiffs.
that? It can't be. Oh, the finest moonshine I've ever seen. May I have a sip? Oh, this brings a tear to me eye. You're a saint. Drop by any time, brother. You're welcome to join me, you know. Living the brigand life. Drinking moonshine, snacking on rats. What's the use in trying so hard anyway? What does any of it matter? Let's enjoy our short lives. What do you say? Best friends forever? Come on.
There you go.
Take a seat and have a drink. We can watch life pass on by.
So weird. Wish those bats would like attack you or something. I wish those bats had more juice. Like cute little things. This little part here is funny as hell. They're being descended upon. Yeah, you can tell, man, they enjoyed making this 100%. And then the credits play, you know, like the first time you find that, you're like, what the fuck? Before the patch, though, they accidentally made it so it gave you into New Game Plus, even though it didn't take away anything that you've earned, like your clans. Before the 19th patch, meaning on August 19th, it accidentally sent you into New Game Plus, which means the enemies were much tougher. And they didn't realize they made the mistake. So imagine the four sons of bitches that did that before the 19th. But like, you can see now if I wish I should have killed the Grisha to show you that they reset the world. But it doesn't reset anything that you've like accomplished, and it doesn't bring you to New Game Plus anymore because I was New Game Plus too. And as you see, it still kept my stacks there. And she acts like I'm here for the very first time, right? Well, if you exit to the menu, it actually shows you that you're still in +2. It should still, unless they changed. As far as I... Let's hope not. Let's see here. Because before the 19th patch, when they patched the stacks that my one character has, it didn't just stop at 100. It was as many enemies you can kill. I had like 263 stacks. I was doing so much damage before they patched on the 19th. Oh shit, I am on New Game Plus 3. Okay, well, never mind. Alright, they didn't patch it. Never mind. Never mind, I was wrong about that. I thought they did patch it. Apparently, you only don't go into New Game Plus, because I did do this once, and I had a gland already, and I didn't go into New Game Plus, and that was like on the 22nd of August. So apparently, when you start fresh, and you do that right off the bat... Alright, well, you know what we gotta do now, right? Yeah, it does, actually. It goes up to New Game Plus 6 or 7, I believe. You know what we gotta do now? Before I forget. It was worth showing it off. I don't really care. The game actually is really well balanced, because you can buy quenching acids and all this stuff, and you can find them everywhere in the world really quick. As you saw in my no-shell run, I did it so damn quickly. I have so many of them on me to begin with. And then you just upgrade your weapon again. Easy. No, that is not the any percent run. The any percent run is the one that Distortion does, where you have to face at least the 5 bosses and the 4 main bosses and the frozen Grisha that you saw. I have no idea if that's even a thing on speedrun.com, but if it is, it's got to be the memeiest shit in the world, because you have to do a fresh save, I would assume, and then you have to find where the first drop for Superior Moonshine is, and then you have to just get enough tar, which I think is 100, to buy one rat from Blast on the top, which I think would be the fastest way to get a rat, unless there's one on the way to get the Moonshine, and then go up to him and do that. Like,
to free yourself from this.
That would be memey as hell, though.
Before you end up like me. I'm afraid I have little to offer you without a plan to prepare.
I don't know how many acids I have. I have 4 more. This weapon is actually really powerful. I should really start upgrading this. It's only at 4. The cool thing is, in this game, you know at the very end when you beat the boss, he asks you if you would let him to ascend. You can actually let him to ascend instead of taking the gland from him and go back and explore the world. And if you're like content with everything you found, you can go back and kill him again and then actually do what I did at the end of my my gland run, or my no shell run, I mean. Oh yeah, I showed off the chisel. This is the other weapon too. It's just a giant fucking claymore. Does like the most damage of any weapon, I believe. But I'm a big fan of the mace. I want to show off like one of the moves that I can do. I not have moonshine. Alright, let me buy some moonshine real quick. I want to show you this one cool ass. You know how the other one has the molten spikes? Every weapon has its like special abilities that it like it can do. This one is like one of my favorite.
I'll gladly accept any tar as payment.
Oh, I had inferior moonshine. I didn't even see that. Okay. Alright, so watch this. If I can get down there. Can I not? Oh, there's an invisible wall there. Alright, watch this shit. Oh, this is why I love the mace. Love that move, dude. That's the, each weapon has a left bumper, right bumper, left trigger, right trigger one. The one you see me using was the only one I collected in my no-shell one, is the right bumper, left bumper one that you have to press them at the same time. But there's also one for that weapon that does left trigger, right trigger, which is the more powerful one, but it's unnecessary. Than what I was trying to do, so I didn't collect it. But in this, like in my casual one, this is the left trigger, right trigger one. That move is ridiculous. Disgusting
Perhaps
amount of
it's
damage.
time to make.
But yeah, dude, I hope you enjoyed like what you were watching. I know you stuck around pretty much for the whole thing. You came in like right near the beginning. I'm glad that you enjoyed like the game. Hopefully you might like get into it yourself. It's a fun, casual game. There's so much I can't even show off, like the inscriptions, like all the shells themselves and stuff like that. Like there's still so much more to the game, even though it's short in general. It's pretty neat. It's something I'd say, even though it doesn't have the content Hellpoint has, it's definitely a more polished, better controlling game than I guess Hellpoint, even though Hellpoint has a lot to it. And Hellpoint's a hell of a game to play, no pun intended. Like, it's very fun, it's just janky. This game, 15 people in their first game, pretty polished, loved every minute of it. I'm gonna continue to do challenge runs and stuff. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm actually gonna go and chill out and maybe play something casually. Maybe practice some more RE7. Upload this as my second one. Or maybe do some more practice on the bosses with no shell and then do some RE7 casually. We'll practice casually offline, but you know what I mean. But glad you're here, man. Glad to catch up, bro. You, oh, good night. Yeah, for me, it's only 6 p.m. I have many hours to go. But yeah, for you, I think it's a little late, right? So you have a good night. I'll have a good evening. But yeah, just busting your balls. But yeah, you have a good night, bro. Glad you could stop by. And, deuces.